Okay, so, hello, I'm Alex.
And I'm Kyle.
And this is a
So-
fucking stupid hat.
Well, you're technically watching Second Look at Cinema right now.
Yes,
But
but that was a
is
very stupid hat.
That is a stupid hat.
And today we are going to be reviewing...
Children of the Corn, otherwise known as Stephen King's Corn Fetish.
So yeah, long story short, we actually had done this before, like, last week, but for some reason the file got messed up, so we have to redo this with very poor memories of the movie.
So hopefully this video turns out great.
It won't.
You're right.
So anyways, the movie starts with a bunch of people in a coffee shop or a cafe or a diner or...
I think it was a diner.
Yeah, and did you see that there were, like, corn, salt, and pepper shakers in it?
I did not, I missed that.
Yeah, there were corn, salt, and pepper shakers, I'm not joking.
So basically it starts off with that.
And there's this, kid...
Creepy little Amish kid.
Yeah, just looking through the window. And there's this guy, his name is Malachi. He basically looks like Kyle, but ginger if he didn't cut his hair.
Yeah, pull up a picture of me with long hair.
Yeah, he...
Summer.
Yeah. It's, like, looks exactly like Kyle, I'm not joking. Anyways, so he's playing, like, a little Medusa pinball machine. Did you notice the little Medusa thing?
Yeah.
At first I thought it was like a Satanism pinball game because Stephen King isn't very subtle.
No, it's not. I mean,
He can be. He
corn,
wasn't in
salt,
this movie.
corn, salt, and pepper shakers.
Well, he can be very subtle. He just wasn't in this movie.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, the little creepy Amish kid whose name is Isaac is like, yeah, and just nods or whatever.
And then Ginger me, and a bunch of other children
go
and
I think
start
there was like
slaughtering
a
adults.
17-year-old waitress or something that had poisoned the coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so yeah, that's how the movie starts. And the whole time there's like it just cuts to shots of this girl just drawing what's happening. Don't throw your phone.
It was going off in the mics right there, and I wanted to mess with the audio.
That's why you put your phone on silent for these things.
It is on silent with the vibration. Buzz,
We're cutting this part out, aren't we?
I don't know. It depends on how funny this turns out. This bit just got old. Okay!
Anyways, it keeps cutting between shots of this random psychic kid, because that's a Stephen King trope.
Random psychic kid and creepy children's drawings. Can't have Stephen King without those.
Yeah, the funny thing is that the opening credits are her drawings, and we were just watching, what's it called? Avalanche Sharks last night, which is a movie that we're planning to review probably sometime in the spring since it takes place at spring break, unless we do like a Shark Week parody thing. I don't know. Anyways, the credits for that movie were also creepy kids drawings. I'm not even joking. It's just why?
So audience, if you want to make a good or bad horror movie, for more of the bad horror movie side, start it off with creepy children, or with credits, opening credits, or with the creepy children's drawings.
Yeah.
And awful CGI. You have to have dead awful CGI.
Yeah, like Avalanche Sharks level of CGI. Anyways, back to Children of the Corn. So what happens after the giant corn massacre thing? Alright, it cuts to this shots of this woman's feet, like walking on the carpet or something.
Oh yeah.
And it's like a jump scare music.
Yeah.
And she just blows like a little birthday noisemaker in like her boyfriend's face or whatever.
I hate to say that that got me because I wasn't expecting a jump scare. Cause I wasn't expecting something. I wasn't expecting Children of the Corn to have any jump scares. So I'm just like, all right, sure. And like, ooh, ooh. All right, they got me. But yeah, no other jump scares. There's like 2 jump scares, maybe 3 in the entire movie. And that's the only one that got
the other jump scare was like when they were walking through the house they broke into because these people are assholes.
But we'll get to that later.
Yeah, and they just bump into each other. They're like,
yeah.
Anyways, what happens? All right, basically they're driving through, and you can see that they are atheists because they are mocking religious people on the radio, like all atheists do.
Yeah, basically.
That's sarcasm.
I wasn't being okay. I know you mock religion on the radio.
I mock religion. I don't mock religion when it's on the radio. Probably because I don't own a radio.
Alrighty then. But yeah, so they're going through mocking religion on the radio.
Yeah.
Keeps cutting to shots of corn, trying to be all creepy and stuff. They're
Yeah.
trying to make corn scary. Can't be done. All of a sudden, little child.
No, there is one way to make corn scary. You give it teeth and legs and stuff like that, and show it to a bunch of people who are scared of GMOs.
Alright.
It just made corn scary.
Well, yeah, but that's for like a small group of people that you made it scary. I'm talking about making corn scary for everybody. It cannot be done. Anyway, so children are going, or not
Basically,
children, the people are driving down the road.
Wait,
Look,
no, wait. Before they hit the kid, there's the scene where, I don't know, what's the kid's name?
Isaac?
No.
Malachi?
No, other kid. There were these kids that were not totally evil pieces of shit.
Oh,
Job, Sarah, and Joe.
yeah.
And wait, camera's askew.
Oh, okay.
I need better duct tape for this webcam. We duct taped a webcam to a tripod. We have no budget. Anyways,
watch us. We'll set up a Patreon maybe, and then we'll have a budget.
Yeah. Shilling our future Patreon.
So,
anyways, Job, Sarah, and Joe. Like, what's really weird is that there's this narration from Job. I know it's pronounced Joe, but I like to pronounce it Job because that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. Damn it.
Why is that how it's supposed to be?
J-O-B.
Okay, you're right. There should be an E, but it's pronounced Job.
Well, they're wrong.
You're wrong. You can pronounce anything any way you want. This is America. Unless you're not from America, then I guess I'm sorry you have a dictator.
I can't tell if he's that ignorant for real. I can't.
I'm gonna slap you right now. Swear to God, I'm gonna slap you.
Anyways, there's this narration from Job, and he's saying, like, we were pretty scared. No, he was saying we weren't scared. Then he's like, I'm scared. I'm not joking.
Are you scared? Yeah, I'm scared.
Anyways, so like Joseph is basically chewing them out for having fun and owning record players and drawing and shit. Or Malachi's gonna mutilate them.
Yeah.
Or Ginger Kyle, as we're calling him. I have that or Malachi Weasley.
Malachi Weasley.
Why is
Percy going through his goth phase.
Why is it that whenever there's a ginger person, people always refer to them as that person's name Weasley or one of the lesser Weasleys?
It's just Percy going through his goth phase. Anywho.
Anyways, Joseph tells Job to make sure nobody's looking, and Job is just like, nobody's looking as he runs away, which attracts the attention of Malachi Weasley / Ginger Kyle, who then stabs him.
Yeah.
And I actually have to admit, that was a really well shot scene where Malachi Weasley / Ginger Kyle is about to stab Joe. What are words?
Just call it Job.
No, it was Joe got killed. Job was the psychic girl's brother or something.
Oh, yeah.
That was a really well shot scene. I'll give him that much.
Sure. It was decent.
It was decent for this movie.
Yeah, for this movie as well.
Anyways, then the couple hits Joe with their car.
Yeah. So...
You just stumble out of the road after getting his throat cut.
Then they hit him. The dude's wife or girlfriend or whatever is freaking out.
Oh, this is really funny. He checks on to make sure his girlfriend's okay before checking on the kid that he ran over.
Yeah. Like, he hits her. He's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Okay, I'm gonna go check on the kid that I just hit." No, and then, they're in complete denial that it's a kid. He's just like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Please tell me that was an animal we hit. Please tell me that was an animal."
I would have loved it if he was just like, "Oh yeah, let's keep driving."
Yeah, but plot. So he's just like, "No, I'm gonna go check on the kid," and then.
Anyways, then we get like this scene where the girlfriend is going to check on the kid, and we were watching that like, the kid's going to everyone thinks is dead is gonna reach up and grab her. It's gonna reach up and grab her, and it sits up and I'm like, and it was all a dream. We knew that was coming. I guess we could count that as one of the jump scares in this movie. Yeah,
it was kind of a jump scare. Basically, he goes, checks on the kid. He's like, "Hey, I'll be right back."
He steals the kid's bag.
Yeah, he steals the kid's bag. He tells his girlfriend, wife, whatever.
Ginger Kyle is watching them.
Yeah. Hey, wait in the car. I'll be back. It cuts to her getting out of the car, checking on the kid. He grabs her, Turns out the kid grabbing her and stuff, that was all a dream
Because fuck you.
that she had. They still hit the kid. Hitting the kid wasn't a part of the dream.
Yeah.
You didn't clarify that.
Oh, right.
But no, so Ginger Me is watching them the whole time
It does nothing.
from the corn and does nothing. He could have easily slaughtered the chick while she was sleeping in the car, and he didn't.
Yeah, and there were scenes like where she was in the car where he had his knife out or whatever, or his scythe or whatever he uses, and it looked like he was about to murder them, but he was just like, no, I think I'm just gonna wait here.
Well, technically, oh no, yeah, they were adults, so yeah, he should have killed them.
Yeah, they were older than 19. And throughout the whole movie, we were making jokes about how Ginger Kyle only had 1 year left before
Because
they
he
killed-
looked about 17.
until we found out that he had 2 years left because they kill people at 19.
Yeah. And they do like it's not complete seppuku, but
Let's get to that later.
yeah.
So anyways, they eventually, I'm skipping over the, should we talk about the part with the mechanic?
Let's talk about the part with the mechanic. I like
Yeah.
the mechanic.
He was kind of funny.
I like Old Man Jenkins.
That's not his name, that's just what we call every old man in a movie.
Yeah, we were watching Avalanche Sharks last night, and there's an old man. I'm not going to go into detail, but I kept calling him Old Man Jenkins. I call every old man Jenkins.
Anyways, he was, basically whenever they go to ask him for something, he interrupts them and says, no, we don't have just like gas or a bathroom or something here, it's something completely unconnected to whatever they want.
It was just like, hey, no, we're all out of gas. Was it not? You can't use the bathroom. No, or just like, no, we're all out of gas. But can't use the bathroom unless we buy gas.
Yeah, and then Ginger Kyle kills his dog.
Yeah, he was pissed.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty neat scene where he finds the dog's bloody bandana on the car he was fixing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was actually pretty nice scenes in
It
that.
was dramatic. He was like, no, why'd you have to go for the dog? No, why'd
Yeah.
you gotta go for my best friend? No.
Yeah,
and
it
then
was-
he dies.
It was like, you maniacs! You blew it up! God damn you all to hell!
So they're driving down the road. Before the mechanic died, he's just like, hey, you don't want to go to that town. That town, you don't want to go
They
there.
got religion.
They got religion. You don't want to go to the town with religion. Go to that town. This is how you get there. So they're driving down, trying to get to the other
I'm
town.
pretty sure every town in America has religion. I've never been to a town without a church.
That's true. So they're driving through, trying to get to the other town, and no matter which way they turn, no matter where they go, all road leads to the religion town.
Yeah. And the guy was like, I don't care how much religion they got, we're going there.
Yeah,
Which was just such a weird sounding line to
it
me.
was.
Yeah.
All hell the corn.
Yeah. And basically they go into the town and there's just like corn fucking everywhere. Oh. There's the scene with Isaac who's giving like a
Isaac is the
sermon.
Amish kid.
Yeah. Well, they're all kind of Amish.
Well, Isaac looks Amish. He just doesn't have his beard. 'Cause
Yeah, he
he's
doesn't
like,
have his
he's
beard
a
yet.
dramatic 8-year-old.
Yeah.
The leader of the corn cult is a dramatic Amish 8-year-old.
Yeah. He is hilarious. Like,
I
he has
hate
this.
him.
I love him. He's so funny. He has
He's
this-
annoying.
He's funny.
Okay, I know the actor who, I don't personally know, but I've seen the actor who played Isaac in other movies, and I've heard his voice in animations and stuff. He is a good actor. A lot of what he does is play a dramatic 8-year-old who does nothing but, yeah, why would you listen to me? I'm in charge here, you listen to me! And he's-
Yeah, but
I hate him.
when he actually is in charge, he is really funny to listen to. Where basically he has this line. I don't remember exactly where he says it, and it's "Let not the flesh pollute the corn."
Let not the flesh pollute the corn.
Yeah, and basically his whole sermon basically just ends with him telling them that unbelievers are coming to the town and that they need to kill him, and they just all the kids start chanting, "Praise the Lord! Praise the Lord! Praise the Lord!" Plan to kill the unbelievers and religious people shouting, "Praise the Lord." I wonder what point Stephen King could try to get across here.
Okay, so one of the things that I found interesting about the movie was they kept referring to their corn god as he who lies behind the corn or something like that.
He
right?
who walks behind the rose.
He who walks behind the rose. Which I did my research. The only corn gods that I could find was the ancient Roman and ancient Greek corn goddesses. They were female.
Series.
Ceres,
Which
and
is why we have the word cereal.
yeah, Ceres, and then I can't remember the other one's name, but
It was the same god, just different name.
well, one
Demeter.
was Roman, the other one was Greek.
Yeah, Greek and Roman gods are basically the same
Yeah, I know.
names. It was like Demeter or something like
Yeah.
that.
So that's why your corn god was so pissed. You assumed your corn goddess's gender. This is 2017, people. You should be able to worship a corn
It's
goddess.
she who walks behind the road.
This is 2017. You should be able to worship a corn goddess you should be able to be a corn goddess being worshipped and have no one assume your gender. You get what I'm trying to say?
This is a very pointless tangent.
It is.
Just for a assume the gender joke.
Yeah,
Which I'm pretty
well,
sure is a dead meme by this point.
probably, but you do not assume the gender of a corn goddess. You just don't do it, folks. You will piss off said corn goddess.
You forgot what happens next, didn't you?
I'm waiting for you to continue. I completely forgot what we were talking about.
Anywho.
Whom?
Anyways, there's this scene with, this is probably a bit out of order. There's a scene where, Sarah and Job are playing Monopoly and listening to records and drawing pictures.
Oh, this is like, yeah.
Yeah.
This is before the kid gets hit.
No, I think this is after the kid gets hit and before...
No, this is right before the kid gets hit.
No, this is right before Isaac's sermon.
That's right.
Anyways, they're basically doing all the things normal kids do, which, as you know, fun is a sin.
Fun is always a sin. Read the Bible, people. Or don't burn it. I don't care.
So edgy.
We're gonna get a lot of hate for me just saying that.
Meh.
Okay, I don't care.
Anyways, and Malachi Weasley / Ginger Kyle shows up and throws a knife right into the middle of their Monopoly game, and it just sticks there, and it's this is just like a paper-thin board on top of carpet. His knife should not be sticking.
Was it on top of carpet? I thought it was a wooden floor.
I thought it was carpet.
I thought it was wood floor. I thought it went through the board and stuck into the wood floor. And even if you take carpet like that, even if it was carpet, it could have been really thin carpet with like, it got wood underneath.
Yeah,
it could have gone through the carpet.
It's just really hard to make a knife land in the floor like that. That's just my point.
Throw it hard enough, you're skilled enough, people do it. They're called knife experts. They work as carnies. Or Gordon Ramsay. Otherwise known as an edgy carny.
Edgy cook.
No, if anyone's an edgy carny, it's probably Penn, the magician.
Oh yeah, he used to be a fire breather, you know that?
Yeah, I know. Penn and Teller are a couple of my favorite magicians.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Penn named his kid something really ridiculous. I'll have to search it up and find it for you later, but it is a really stupid name.
That's beautiful. See, magicians and improv are like it's absolutely beautiful. Anywho.
Oh, by the way, there was this celebrity, I think his name his name ends in his last name is Morrow, and he named his kid 2.
Well, I mean, Drake Bell was making jokes about how he was going to name his first son Taco.
And then there was this other guy who named his kid KYD.
That's beautiful.
Anyways, Malachi Weasley takes Sarah and Job to meet Isaac to be executed for using crayons or something.
Yeah.
Hey, if wearing mixed fabric and eating shellfish can be a sin, using a crayon can be too.
Okay, they were using crayons, they were playing Monopoly, and they were dressed as hookers from the 80s.
And they were listening to music.
And they were listening...
No, they weren't dressed as hookers from the 80s. They were dressed as, like, 1800s upper class people.
What's the difference?
One covers everything up and one shows everything.
Alrighty then. I was trying to make a joke there, but sure, go ahead and put facts in it and ruin my joke.
Anywho, basically, Isaac lets them leave because Sarah is psychic, because...
It's Stephen King.
Yeah, basically.
He has a corn fetish and a psychic fetish.
And a hate boner for religion.
Yeah.
Anyways, and Malachi Weasley's like, but they had a game, and music, and crayons, why aren't we killing them? And Isaac is like, do not question my judgment, Malachi.
Do not question my authority.
I speak for he who walks behind the rose.
She who walks behind the rose, Isaac. She. I'm not gonna let that go.
Anywhom. Why am I saying anywhom instead of anywhom?
I don't know.
Anyways, the couple break into Job and Sarah's house because they're assholes and they're looking for a phone.
Yeah. All the phone lines are cut.
Like, literally cut.
Yeah.
These kids would really be confounded by a wireless phone. Shit, how do we break this? There's no cord! There's no cord! Well, that was... Anyways.
Well, I mean, if it was a flip phone, they'd probably still snap it in half, and there are cases some flip phones, even still working after being snapped in half, you just have to have both pieces.
I think that actually happened with my old DS.
Yeah. Now...
Trivia!
Now, if you were to bring an iPhone into the mix, I mean, bring this, like, this is in the 80s, bring this, like, 30 years later, put an iPhone
Like
in.
the reboot.
Yeah, bring an iPhone into the mix, they'd probably just take it. No more phone.
Yeah, just like Morty did in that one episode of Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Toxic Rick.
Yep.
Anyways, they start talking to Sarah and Man. I don't know his name.
I forgot his name, too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call the couple Man and Woman.
Oh, Sarah wasn't... She was also in the Terminator movies, right? The actress who played her?
No, Sarah was the little girl.
Sarah's the little girl.
The person who played the woman in the couple played Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor. Yeah, she played Sarah Connor in the Terminator movies. Little fun fact, just for you. Yeah. Continue, though.
I'm glad you know stupid things like that.
I'm full of stupid trivia. Did you know that I think it's a wombat? Their shit is squared so it doesn't roll away. I am full of useless fun facts that I don't find useless.
So after that, Man goes to the town hall, which is also the school.
Why is the town hall also the school?
Well, he said he was going to the town hall, but he just went to the school.
Yeah.
And it's like filled with corn and corn crosses.
And like, so what he did was like after he broke into the house,
Like,
he leaves to get into his car. His car is stuffed with corn.
Yes.
So he's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna head to the school.
Like,
Goes outside to get in the car, stuffed with corn.
Like all the corn they use for scenery in this, if they shipped it off to like, I don't know, Africa, it could feed one of the smaller African countries.
Oh, easily. It could easily feed a small African country. But no, they had to stuff a car with corn. Stephen
Anyways.
King, you're the reason we have world hunger. It was a joke. It was a joke.
Yes, I know.
Okay. You look like you want to kill me.
I always look like I want to kill you.
Everyone looks like they want to kill me.
Wait.
Was camera cooking again?
Yes. We need better duct tape for this camera.
We need a better camera.
We need a real camera.
That is a real camera, technically. I wasn't wrong. You didn't need to slap me.
Anywho. Anyways, so yeah, a bunch of angry kids show up at the house that Sarah and Woman are at. We should probably figure out their names, shouldn't we?
Probably. Well, all that's happening. They have this one guy being cornified in the opening, as they called it. I believe it's called the opening, right?
No, I don't.
I don't know. I can't remember. What it's
No,
called.
there wasn't a guy being cornified. There was a guy who was cutting a Satan star into his chest.
He was being crucified onto a corn. He was about to. They were gonna put him
Wait,
up
were
there.
they gonna put him up?
They were gonna put him up there.
Oh, really?
But they put Isaac up there instead.
They don't put Isaac up there till later, though.
Yeah, I know. They were going to put him up there, but they didn't.
Oh, right.
Because Malachi decided to take charge and put Isaac up there.
Spoilers, we're not even there yet.
I know, I know.
Anyways,
This video spoilers. What do you mean spoilers? We're not even there yet.
you're breaking the flow of the narrative.
You broke the flow of the narrative a long time ago.
And so, anyways, what's his name? Man just comes into their church ceremony where they're just cutting open a kid's chest and his blood is just pouring into a bowl.
Yeah.
And he just takes one of their Bibles and he's like, "Oh, are you altering the whole thing? Are you rewriting the whole thing, or just the parts that suit your narrative?" Which is a very, very, very heavy-handed, unsubtle way of saying religious people cherry-pick their holy books.
Yeah.
Which is kind of ironic since these guys are actually pretty biblically sound. They're killing the unbelievers just like the Bible says.
Yeah.
But they do have a woman preacher. What? The Bible is anti-woman preacher.
Yeah. So the dude's cutting basically what's almost a
The guy turned 19, so
it was his
he has
time
to
to
die.
die. So he was cutting what was almost the devil's trap into his chest. It was just missing a couple details.
Yeah.
But he was cutting that into his chest, pouring his blood into a bowl, and then they were passing the bowl around and drinking from it.
Yeah. This kind of reminds me of Temple of Doom.
Yeah. Except for Temple of Doom had no devil's traps. I wish
Yeah.
it did. That would have been great.
This movie is about as insensitive to Christians as Temple of Doom is to Hindus.
Anywho, so they're going through drinking all the blood, and the dude comes in, the dude that hit the kid comes in. I
Yeah.
still can't remember his name. He's like, "No, you can't be doing that. This is unsanitary. Where are your parents?"
And he's like, any religion that doesn't have love isn't a true religion! Which is just a stupid line for a character who's set up as an atheist to say.
Yeah, I can't think of a single religion that doesn't have death and slaughter in its history.
Scientology?
We don't talk about Scientology.
The Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster?
We don't talk about that either. However, we do talk about
May
the church.
his noodly appendage touch your heart.
May his noodly appendage touch my heart indeed.
Wrong.
However, we do talk about the Church of Bacon, where they worship bacon, and bacon is their only lord. Yes, that is an actual thing. There is a Church of Bacon where they worship pigs, and then they slaughter them and eat them.
What part of the movie were we at?
Drinking blood,
Yeah,
that's
I know.
unsanitary.
Yeah, I know. That was just a joke about how.
Yeah, I know.
I think it would be really funny if that kid, like, before he got converted to this cult, he was just having sex with all the teenage girls in the town and had AIDS or something. AIDS joke.
Anyway, so,
So yeah, basically, there's a bunch of chase scenes, quote unquote, and a man finds that woman is going to be killed in the cornfield.
which I feel like they should have used the brazen bowl or the brass bowl. I can't remember. I believe it's the brazen bowl, which is a it's not really medieval, I don't think, but it's an old
It's
execution.
ancient Roman.
Execution weapon, where basically they built a metal bowl, threw someone inside, lit the bottom on fire, released a valve, and so the screaming coming from inside as the person's cooking, as it's coming out, it sounds like a bull screaming, and it's actually really cool. It's one of my favorite execution devices next to the guillotine, and I wish they would have used that in the movie. Fun fact,
It's not Jesus-y enough, though,
I know.
for this movie.
Well, I mean, in the Bible...
It's a good Christian movie, Kyle.
In the Bible...
This is a good Christian
Let
movie.
me speak. In the Bible, they had people worshipping brass bowls, so why not kill someone in a brass bowl?
Oh, yeah. That was a golden heifer.
They had all of it. They had people worshipping different animals with different statues and stuff. Anyway,
Oh,
fun
shit,
fact...
part of it was set in Egypt.
Yeah, fun fact about the brazen bolt, the guy who originally called for its invention had the guy who built it thrown inside to test it out, and when he realized it worked, he was so satisfied he pulled the guy out half dead and half cooked.
He was burned half to death.
He was burnt half to death. I can't remember, I don't know if he lived much long after that. I didn't look that far into it.
It was
But
ancient Rome, of course he died.
But I did find it interesting that the guy who built it was the first one to be cooked in it. Little fun fact for your audience.
Anyways, so, basically, Sarah and Job tell Man that, you know what, fuck it. At this point, we should probably just give them random names.
Billy and Susan.
I was gonna say Julie.
Susan, I like Susan better.
Okay, so,
Screw you both.
so, Billy goes to look for Susan, who is about to be cornified in the cornfield. And there's a really weird scene where the corn just kind of parts for him.
Well, yeah, it's a Christian movie. They had to do a callback at Parting the Red Seas.
Seems like a very anti-Christian movie to me.
So he parted the yellow corn.
It was green. It wasn't ripe yet.
He parted the green corn and found his way to.
No, he didn't go through it. He just left after it parted for some reason.
Really? I
Yeah.
thought he went. Okay, never mind then.
Then he went back later.
That's right.
Anyways, so Malachi just kind of stages a coup and decides to put Isaac on a crucifix made of corn.
A cornifex.
I thought we. Oh yeah, cornifix. And for some reason, like, anyways, the guy shows up and Isaac is just on the cross, just kind of. He sounds like Eric Cartman for some reason. I did as you commanded. No, you will respect my authority.
That's exactly what he was screaming. It wasn't authoritaire. It was authority, but
Yeah.
that's exactly what he was saying. He sounded like Eric Cartman.
Yep. Anywho, basically the guy shows up and him and Ginger Kyle have a really, really bad looking fight. It is hilariously bad.
Yeah. Okay. So when you fight, closed hand or open hand? You always like closed hand. You punch. These
You
guys
only open your hand to dishonor your enemy.
exactly. They were slap. They had open hands. They were slap fighting like
Yeah.
5-year-olds. It was funny and stupid at the same time. It was like SpongeBob. Except for SpongeBob isn't funny.
And you said we were going to get hate for saying you should burn a Bible.
I'm still getting hate for saying that.
So basically, after the fight, Isaac's cornifex just kind of launches into the air.
Yeah, it turns into a bottle rocket and goes
Yeah.
for no reason
Corn
whatsoever.
cult is blasting off again.
Isaac's a part of Team Rocket, confirmed. But no, it does like.
Because I made a stupid joke.
Well, no, because Stephen King made a stupid joke.
I made a stupid joke about a Stephen King thing.
Stephen King did it first, therefore we both made Pokemon jokes. Anywho.
So, basically, what happens? Basically, they pour gasoline into the corn irrigation system to light the corn on fire or something like that.
Why didn't they just use holy water? And you'll understand why I said that later on in this video.
Yes, because for some reason, so remember that bit where, Billy the Atheist was just like, any religion that doesn't have love is not a true religion! Which is a stupid thing to say.
Yeah. So all religions don't have love somewhere in there.
All religions claim to justify their bullshit out of love for their gods.
Yes, I killed my firstborn because Jesus told me to.
Oh yeah, I forgot that happened. Anywho, basically, when they're burning down the cornfields because reasons, a giant explosion happens, directed by Michael Bay.
I wish that movie was directed by Michael Bay. It would have been so much better.
I think they had him do some of the special effects in the reboot.
That's brilliant. I love it.
And I just made that up.
Damn.
And so, basically, there's this weird giant face in one of the explosions. I think it's supposed to be He Who Walks Behind the Rose. The guy was saying any religion that doesn't have love isn't true. But these guys were right!
Yeah, they were right about it. In the end, it turns out they were actually worshiping Satan.
They were still technically right.
They were right. They were worshiping Satan. They should have used holy water instead of gasoline.
Yeah.
That would have. They could have saved so much corn, and they would have still killed Satan,
Yep.
or at least severely wounded Satan with holy water.
Oh no, there's like 9 Children of the Corn movies total. He's definitely coming back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, every Halloween we're doing one of the Children of the Corn sequels.
For the next 10 years.
So after that weird scene, the couple basically just says they're going to adopt the psychic girl, and
They did it in the weirdest way possible. Cause it's like, hey,
you can stay with us for the night. How about the week? How about a month? How about forever?
Yeah, and so they're like, yeah, let's do this. he gets in the car, and one of the creepy cultists, probably one of the only ones to survive,
Who was the
pops.
girl preacher that was cutting open Amos's chest? No, sorry. I actually said anus.
So she pops up from behind him with like, what was it?
A knife.
I thought it was some.
It was like a scythe or something like that.
Wasn't it a crook?
I don't
I
remember.
thought it was a crook. Anyway, she pops up, goes to stab him. He knocks her out.
Yeah, he knocks her out with the car door. And then they just leave the car and just start walking to the next
Yeah,
town.
he knocks her out with the car door. Goes, oh, well, that just happened, and then walks away. That's
Rolls
what,
the credits.
rolls credits. You know what?
And
That
you
was
know,
like that was the weakest movie ending I've ever seen. You don't just action scene, knockout, end credits. You don't do
you
that.
know that when, like, the next few hours when they're walking, every like 20 minutes, she's just kind of like, yeah! And then just knock her out again. That's what happens like every 20 minutes.
This movie had the weakest opening and the weakest ending I've ever seen in any movie. There shouldn't even be a prequel movie. That prequel movie, that should have been summed up and put at the beginning of this movie. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm just saying, because it's a prequel, it should have been summed up, put at the beginning, and the ending should have been stronger. It's the weakest movie beginning, weakest movie ending I've ever seen, and... Alright. Well, this video...
38%,
No, don't say it
Okay.
yet. This movie's coming, or this video's coming to an end. One thing I like to do at the end of these videos, whether I'm working by myself or with him, any video I'm in, I would like to start doing a, we'll guess, or we'll give our opinions on what rating this movie should have earned, and then
I'm
we'll
looking at
do,
the sequel. I'm looking at the sequel.
and then we'll put up the actual Rotten Tomatoes rating. So what do you think, for a horror movie, this movie deserved? I'd probably give it an 8%.
Yeah, for a horror movie, I'd give it something low, like maybe 10%, because I did like a couple of scenes, like with Malachi and Joseph, where it got some nice music and it's pretty well shot it's okayly shot for its time.
I'd give it an 8%, just
Maybe, I'd give it
because,
10. I'm a little generous. I like that scene.
the acting was awful. Not as bad as Avalanche Sharks, but the
Oh, yeah.
acting was still awful.
But as a comedy, what would you give this?
Probably a 13.
For comedy, I'd give it like 30-something. It was-
wasn't funny.
I loved this movie. It was hilarious.
I wish I'd never seen that movie.
I think I just really like bad movies.
I hated it so much.
So it actually got 38% for real on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, so do you want to hear all the names of all the Children of the Corn sequels?
Sure, let's list off the names of all the movies we'll be reviewing for the next 8 years.
Okay, so first you've got Children of the Corn 1984, the original. Children of the Corn 2, The Final Sacrifice. It doesn't end there, ironically. Basically, it takes place directly after Children of the Corn 1. It's kind of the aftermath. Children of the Corn 3, Urban Harvest. I think some of the weird corn cultists get adopted and brought to Chicago. Children of the Corn 4, The Gathering. I don't remember what that was about. Children of the Corn 5, Fields of Terror. Children of the Corn 666, Isaac's Return.
I'm excited for Children of the Corn 666, Isaac's Return. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. Children of the Corn Revolution.
Alright.
Children of the Corn Genesis.
Okay.
Prequel.
Yeah.
Then there's the 2009 reboot.
Wasn't there one more?
I'm not sure. So that's all the movies that we're gonna have to review for Halloween every year.
For the next 8 years. Dear God. Well, that
Dear
was
Corn Goddess.
Dear Series. Dear
Hey
Series.
series. That's too shitty a joke to end on.
Yep, but now that you made that joke, we have to end on that joke. Thank you for doing this to us.
Let not the flesh pollute the corn.
I'm out.